So I've cleaned up the skin, I've put the eyebrows on, I've made the mouth a little bit more symmetrical, and I've made the nose a little bit more pointed. And I've tried to just make it a bit smoother and a bit presentable. There's a few little sort of messy areas which I'll probably do at the end. So now it's a case of doing the last thing, which is to do the hair and the ears. Now, depending how long your hair is, depending what style your hair is, depending how much of your ears you can see, will depend on how you do it. So let's talk about somebody with medium length hair, and let's do a side parting, and so the hair goes over the ears a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make a couple of almost quite round flattish shape to give the impression of the bottom part of the ear. So obviously I could stick that on like that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to just take that bottom bit off, flatten it. It's going to go on there, so let's cross hatch it, add a bit of slip. Let's put that bottom part of the ear and smooth it out, because I'm not going to show the top half because the hair is going to go over it. Now when it comes to the ear, there's going to be a sort of little bit of a dent and a hole in there, but this is the lobe, but I'm not going to model it perfectly because I know the hair is going to cover it. I'll put one quickly on the other side. Again, quick bit of cross hatching, a little bit more shapes. Okay, so the hair, I'm going to move that to one side for a moment. Now when it comes to the hair, you're going to have to roll out some strands. In terms of rolling out some strands, I take a small piece of clay, try to squash it into a little sort of cylinder shape, and then start rolling. The key is with rolling, you have quite light pressure. Don't press down too hard, just very gently moving back and forth. Now if I was to stick that on there, it would appear too thick for hair, so keep going. If you find it gets a bit long, you could cut it in half, and then it depends how much skill you've got to get it thin enough. So for example, if we take that, looks a bit better, thickness of hair, could go thinner again. These are two thin bits of clay I've done to start off with. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to just, so we said we would do a side parting, so let's pretend the hair goes down and around there and then goes down there. So that's all hair. So I'm not going to cross hatch it all to start off with. I'm going to do about a third or a quarter of it. So it's going to go down over the ear. So let's do this third. So now what we need to do is cover that with slip, enough so it sticks but not too much so it becomes incredibly messy. There's no way you can cross hatch the back of your hair, so let's take our slip. As I said, we'll do about a third of it, because otherwise the slip will dry out. So it's just starting, so let's put one there. It's important you go right to the back, that bit left over, so pull that off. Next one, and here are some I rolled up earlier. So again, cross hatch the next third. The key is, of course, to have enough hairs rolled out. So we said we'll do a little side parting. I saw this guy as if his hair has a little bit of a quiff sticking out. This is a sensible thing to do last lesson, of course. This section of the hair, maybe you leave the section of the hair which sticks out to last lesson, because when you wrap it up that'll squash back down. Right, now we need to do this side. Let's take those off, just blend them in a little bit so there's no chance they'll fall out in the kiln. So let's have a look. There are some little bits of slip coming out around here and here and here, which I'll probably pull off, but I'll just leave it dry a little bit. And then it's a case of trying to finish it off, smooth these bits out. Now on this one, not all of you will do this, but I got a few extra bits of hair, so what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to flatten these up a bit, and I'm going to try maybe not quite. If I make them too thin, they're likely to break. But let's try and make them a little bit thinner. Right, so very difficult because, of course, hard to cross hatch. I'm going to put a big, but not too big, a dollop of slip there. I'm actually going to, instead of use the brush, I'm going to put a dollop of slip in the middle using the knife. So right, not bad. I'm going to try and pull that hair back a little bit there, just because I want to see, give the impression of the side arm of the glasses. I've smoothed off some of these eyelashes, so let's just put them back on. Make this line for the top of the glasses a bit more clear. Right, let's put a couple of lines there, as if the joining part at the centre of glasses, bit of a feature on the bridge. A little bit of a couple of dots there, almost as if you've got two little screws holding the arms on. Now, I think I'm generally quite happy with that. I could fiddle about with it for such a long time. I think I'm going to open the mouth just a little bit more, make it a bit more interesting.